What mistakes should be avoided in relationships?
Relationships are the complicated area of human life. We think they are very simple, but they are not. We want to live in certain ways, and the nature of relationships is in some other way. If we want to live happily, we have to understand the nature of relationships. There are 4 types of relationships which exist in this universe. The first one, which is the weakest, is called friendship. Second is the blood relationship. Third is the romantic relationships, and fourth is the spiritual relationship. Friendships are based on our thought patterns. If my thought matches with you, you will become my friend. And how do you know that thought will match or not? It is related with my speech. It is related with your speech. When you speak, I like, then we become friend. The longevity of friendship depends upon how much we match with each other and how much effort we make to be with each other. Blood relationships are based on blood. Grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, brothers, sisters, children and grandchildren are covered in this relationship. Love in blood relationship flows from higher age level to lower age level. And therefore, the kind of love what my parents has given me, I have not been able to reciprocate. Similar love I have been able to give to my children. But the kind of love I have given to my children will not be able to reciprocate. And this we don't understand, and therefore there usually remains a misunderstanding between one generation to the next generation. Next generation can never love the old generation the way in which the old generation has loved the new generation. And therefore, if we know this, the expectations what we are having from our children will automatically reduce. And if there is no expectations, there would be no sadness, and the family will love each other and live in harmony. Romantic relationship, to which I think your question is involved, are based on love or illusion of love. Everything is fine if your romantic relationship is based on love. You live for lives together. And if it is based on illusion of love, in starting everything is fine. In 2 years, 3 years, you start seeing the shortcomings in your partner, and by about 6 to 7 years, you see only shortcoming in your partner. You have to now understand what is the difference between love and illusion of love. It can also be somewhat defined that love is of 3 types: devilish love, human love, and godly love. If I want to take everything from you and don't want to give anything, it is a devilish love, including pleasure. In the actual act of sex also, I want to take the pleasure from my partner always, but never worried about whether my partner is enjoying my presence or not, whether my partner is getting the enough pleasure or not. If that kind of feeling I have, then it is called devilish love. The feelings of give and take is human love. You give me this, and in return I will give you this. Human being is a very nice businessman. They don't want to give anything free, but they don't want to take anything free either. So you give me pleasure, I give you the pleasure. Give me food, I give you. Give me this area of life, and I give you this area of life. And then comes the real love, or we call it godly love. Godly love, we just give. You want to see an example? You can see the example of sun. Sun gives us energy, it gives us light, it gives us heat, and does not expect anything in return. That is the godly love. If I can incorporate that love in my life, life always becomes great. And if I incorporate this, I want to give pleasure to my partner. I want to love my partner. I want to take care of my partner. I want a very loving nature for my partner. And in return, whatever way she is, it doesn't matter to me. I do not get bothered whether she loves me or not, whether she gives me the pleasure or not. And if this love comes in your life, relationships is great. And assume a situation in which both the partners gets these feelings. I want to give, you also want to give. I want to give you pleasure, you also want to give me pleasure. You and your partner want always to give to the other partner to the most things possible, to most what you have. Then both the partners becomes automatically very happy, they remain in bliss, and they never face any problem in this life. Problem only starts when your love becomes devilish, when you want to take away everything, when you are only worried about yourself, when you are worried about your future, when you are worried about your present, when you are worried whether you will have the home or not, when you are worried whether you will be loved in the future or not, all these misconceptions and the illusions, they are not real. Therefore, I call them illusion. If they were real, most of the people are worried about the future. And whatever they are worried about doesn't exist in reality. So the ideal way of living is, you can read in the book Wisdom of Love, the ideal way of living is Don't worry about the past. It has already gone. Don't worry about the future. It has not yet come. The present moment is very important. And everything is right in the present moment. Enjoy it. If something is not right, think and not worry. Think whether you can change it. If yes, go change it. If no, why are you worried? You cannot do anything, you cannot change. Then why worry? Another aspect here I would like to put into your mind is we are unnecessarily worried always and don't enjoy our life. Stop it. Enjoy the life. Be on the giving side of love. You will always like it and you will always be loved by your partner, by your family members, by your society and by public at large. The next type of relationship is a spiritual relationship wherein you get connected to God, to Source, to Guru, to some higher self, and that love is always giving. So you don't need to worry about anything. Make your love to your friend, to your family members, to your blood relatives, to your romantic partners, to your spiritually relatives, a giving one, a godly love. And when that happens, nothing disturbs you and everything is fine in your life. Thank you.